Have you ever worked harder than everyone else in the room, stayed quiet, followed every single rule, and still felt completely invisible? Have you ever wondered why the loud ones, the ones who do half the work, get all the credit? While you, with all your talent, you stay silent and you get forgotten. This is not just a story about success. This is a story about the dangerous comfort of silence and how staying quiet doesn't just hide your talent, it slowly erases your existence. Please stay with me till the end, because for many of you watching this story is going to feel uncomfortably familiar. In a gritty industrial town where the sky was often painted gray by smoke, lived a man named Arthur. Arthur was a man of routine. He wasn't weak, he wasn't lazy, and he certainly wasn't careless. He was just quiet. Every morning, long before the sun came up, Arthur would splash cold water on his face, look at his tired reflection, and drive his old truck to the steel plant. It was a massive, loud place, a place where machines roared like beasts and steam hissed from every pipe. In this chaos, everyone fought to be heard. Workers shouted over the engines, supervisors yelled orders, people complained, argued, and demanded breaks. But not Arthur. Arthur was a ghost in the machine. He worked with his head down. He believed in an old, honest philosophy. He told himself, if I just keep my head down and do my work perfectly, the world will notice. The rewards will come. He believed that his work would speak for itself. But he was wrong, because in a noisy world, silence is easily mistaken for weakness. Years passed, and the factory became a place of injustice for Arthur. He saw men like Mike, a guy who spent more time talking than working, get promoted. Mike was loud, he was confident, he laughed at the boss's jokes. And Arthur? Arthur fixed Mike's mistakes. One afternoon, Arthur came up with a brilliant way to fix a jamming conveyor belt. He quietly adjusted the gears, saving the company hours of time. He didn't say a word, he just did it. Later that day, the floor manager walked by and praised the smooth operation. Mike stepped forward immediately. "Yeah, boss," Mike said loudly. I tweaked the tension. "Runs smooth now, doesn't it?" Arthur stood right there. He wanted to scream. He wanted to say, "No, that was me." But his throat felt tight. The words died before they reached his lips. Mike got a pat on the back. Arthur got nothing. He was trusted with more work, yes, but never with better opportunities. At home, things were becoming heavy. His wife, Sarah, noticed the change. She saw how his shoulders slumped a little more each month. One night, over a quiet dinner, she placed her hand on his. "Arthur," she asked gently, "why don't you speak up? You know more than any supervisor there. Why do you let them walk past you?" Arthur forced a smile. "Good work speaks for itself, Sarah," he whispered. But even as he said it, the words tasted like ash in his mouth. That night, Arthur sat alone on his porch steps. The darkness felt heavy around him. For the first time in 10 years, he asked himself a dangerous question. Is my silence really patience? Or is it just fear? He realized he wasn't being humble. He was hiding. The next morning, the atmosphere at the plant was different. The regional director, the big boss from the city, was visiting. Everyone stood straighter. The loud guys, like Mike, were talking even louder, pretending to be busy, trying to get noticed. And then, disaster struck. Suddenly, crash. The main hydraulic press slammed shut and jammed. Steam poured out. Alarms started blaring. The entire production line stopped. Panic filled the room. The supervisors were yelling, blaming each other. The regional director looked furious. "Someone fix this, now!" he shouted. But the loud men, the ones who always talked, they had no idea what to do. They just stood there, frozen. While they argued, Arthur quietly stepped forward. He didn't ask for permission. He walked through the steam. He picked up a wrench. His hands were calm. His focus was sharp. In the middle of the chaos, He was the only thing that made sense. Click, turn, release. With a heavy hiss, the machine unlocked. The gears started turning again. The noise returned to normal. Arthur wiped the grease from his hands and turned around. The entire floor was staring at him, including the regional director. After the shift, Arthur was called to the main office. His heart was pounding against his ribs. He walked in, expecting a reprimand for stepping out of line. The director was standing by the window. He turned around slowly. "Arthur, right?" Arthur nodded. "Yes, sir." "You've worked here for 8 years, the director said. "I looked at your file. Perfect attendance. 0 accidents." He paused, looking Arthur dead in the eye. "So tell me, why have I never heard your voice?" Arthur stood still. The old Arthur would have stayed quiet, but the new Arthur, the one who was tired of being invisible, decided to speak. "I believe silence was strength, sir," Arthur said, his voice shaking slightly but clear. "I thought if I worked hard, I didn't need to shout." The director nodded slowly. "Hard work matters, Arthur. It's the foundation. But silence without direction isn't strength, it is invisibility. A seed buried in the dark will never grow unless it pushes its way up to the light. You have to let us see you." That day, nothing magical happened instantly. There was no confetti, no sudden raise, but something clicked inside Arthur. The next weeks were difficult. Speaking up felt unnatural. His voice would shake during morning meetings, but he did it anyway. He shared ideas. He corrected mistakes. He took credit for his work. Some people were uncomfortable. They weren't used to the ghost speaking, but Arthur kept going, not louder, just clearer. 6 months later, Arthur wasn't just a worker, he was a team lead, respected not because he shouted the loudest, but because he learned the balance between working hard and being heard. So, what is the lesson here? Being quiet doesn't always mean you are humble. Sometimes, it means you are disappearing. Life does not reward those who suffer in silence, waiting to be discovered. It rewards clarity, it rewards courage, and it rewards presence. If you feel unseen today, if you feel like you are fading into the background, maybe it's not because you aren't good enough. Maybe it's simply because your voice is waiting to be used. Choose wisely when to stay silent, but choose bravely when to speak, because your life deserves to be heard.